Welcome back, Screen Crush. I'm Ryan Airy. The biggest reveal anyone is talking about in the new trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is Patrick Stewart. Now, we don't see him, but there is no mistaking that voice.
We should tell him the truth.
Welcome back.
So this pretty much confirms that we're going to see Charles Xavier in the movie, most likely a variant of the Professor X from the X-Men movies. And the trailer confirms that Xavier will be part of the MCU's version of the Illuminati, a group that is protecting or enforcing the multiverse. So this begs the question, who are the other members of the Illuminati? Are they also characters from previous Marvel movies, or are they variants of established characters in the MCU? Now, we actually think we know who these members are, and you'll be surprised by who we have in mind. Also, how does Scarlet Witch connect into all this? What's the deal with Zombie Strange, and what role will the Illuminati play in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness? That's a lot to talk about, so let's dive in.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
Okay, let's start by guessing who are the members of the Illuminati other than Professor X. But first, we need to briefly explain who the Illuminati are. In the comics, they're a group of team leaders who created an alliance to work in secret, taking preemptive actions to prevent threats. Usually the team includes Iron Man, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Mr. Fantastic, Professor X, Namor, and Black Bolt. But the MCU is making a drastic change to the team, and they will instead include members from different universes who will protect the multiverse. The comics version of the Illuminati actually played a somewhat similar role in the lead up to Secret Wars, a crossover event that dealt with the multiverse collapsing. Also, we made a whole video about the Illuminati a while back, so make sure to check it out for more information about the team. I should also mention the Council of Reeds from the comics, which, as the name suggests, is an alliance of many versions of Reed Richards who protect the multiverse.
Earth Rick C-137, the Council of Rick sentences you to the machine of unspeakable doom.
You know Reed Richards, he's Mr. Fantastic, who is also an ancestor of Kang. Just thought that was worth mentioning, because I'm pretty sure that's going to come into play sooner or later. Based on what we see, the Illuminati is a type of organization, sort of like the Avengers of the multiverse. I believe that Defender Strange, that's this version of Doctor Strange from the trailer, I believe that he created this multiversal team and that he was their leader. Emphasis on was, because we think that he dies early in the movie, and that's why they built a statue to commemorate him. Now we'll get back to Defender Strange, because actually he might be the movie's real villain. In the trailer, we see that Doctor Strange is being put on trial by the Illuminati, most likely after he almost broke his universe in No Way Home.
Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
As Stephen enters the Hall of the Council, we see that there are a total of 6 seats. 5 of the seats are visible, but one of them is obscured by Strange's body. It doesn't look like there are any seats in the middle. But if the movie Xavier is also in the wheelchair, then he's likely using it as a seat. So it's 3 seats on each side with Professor X in the middle, meaning 7 members in total, just like in the comics. I also wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of things that are hidden, and certain characters were removed with VFX to not ruin the surprise. Sort of like how they hid the other Spider-Man in this shot. Which brings me to this. Please don't spoil the movie in the comments. I know there are major leaks online, but let's all avoid them. If you subscribe to this channel, you know we don't talk about leaks, we don't show leaked images. Leaks aren't fun, they ruin movies. If you like leaks, that's great, there's plenty of good channels for you, but for this video, please don't spoil things in the comments.
So play nice.
2 of the seats are occupied, and there's 1 member walking between the chairs. The person walking is most likely Mordo based on the silhouette. He has longer hair, and later in the trailer, we see him using a sword. Now, he actually fights Stephen in the same hall. Now, it's unclear if this is the same Mordo from 2016's Doctor Strange, or if he's from another universe.
The bill comes due. Always.
I kind of think he's a variant, because we see him talking with Strange in the Broken universe where Stephen meets Sinister Strange. My guess is that Mordo and Sinister Strange are from the same universe. And variant Mordo imprisoned this Strange in his broken universe, probably after Sinister Strange fractured it.
Things just got out of hand.
This might be a theme in this movie, where variants of Doctor Strange break their realities, like Strange Supreme from What If. If my theory is correct, then Sinister Strange is not a member of the Illuminati. I'm not sure what his role is going to be, but look, that's a video for another time.
Promises, promises.
The other 2 members seem to be hooded, and there are no distinctive features that hint at who they might be. As far as we know, one of them is Doctor Doom, because I really want to see Doctor Doom in the MCU. So to guess who the other members are, let's look at the hints we get in the trailer. There's a character that looks a lot like Captain Marvel, and she's fighting Wanda in the same building where the Council resides. There are many assumptions on who this is, whether it's Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, or even her mother, Maria. But upon further inspection, this might not even be Captain Marvel, and in fact, it's a dude.
I'm the dude.
When we look closer, this looks like Superior Iron Man, who in the comics is an evil version of Tony Stark. It's very hard to tell, but if we take a closer look at his face, it seems like this character has a goatee, very much like Tony Stark. Also, there are some glimpses of a silver or white armor under all the cosmic energy, just like Superior Iron Man in the comics. In our Easter egg video, we actually theorized that this might be Tom Cruise as Tony Stark, because he almost played Iron Man back in the 2000s. And that would be a really cool cameo. Though look, if I'm honest, I doubt it, because if Tom Cruise ever plays a superhero, it's gotta be a speedster. You know, because he runs a lot in his movies. He does, he runs a lot. If it is Tony, he might have found a way to harness the Space Stone's energy, which is why he has powers similar to Captain Marvel. It makes sense if it's Tony, considering the Ultron bots. Maybe in this universe, Ultron didn't go all Skynet, and instead he serves as the Iron Legion. Okay, on to the next member, and that might be a variant of Captain Carter.
The name's Captain Carter.
There's not a glimpse of her in the trailer, but we do see a bit of her shield in the poster. It makes sense for Haley Atwell to show up as the live-action Captain Carter sooner or later, though it's unlikely it's the same Peggy from What If, but instead, another version of Captain Carter. Now there are a lot of rumors that John Krasinski will appear as Mr. Fantastic in the Multiverse of Madness. In the comics, he's a member of the Illuminati, and as well as the Council of Reeds. And I agree, John Krasinski would be the perfect Reed Richards. My only gripe is that I don't love the idea of Mr. Fantastic being introduced as a cameo. But maybe Mr. Fantastic is a red herring, and the Richards in the movie is actually Nathaniel Richards, a variant of Kang and He Who Remains. If the Illuminati protect the multiverse, it makes sense if one of the members of the group is a variant of Kang, especially because Kang is the big threat to the multiverse. We saw that He Who Remains was working against Kang by creating the Sacred Timeline, so other good variants of Kang might be doing something similar, like protecting the multiverse. Or maybe this is actually the Kang, the evil Kang, and he infiltrated the Illuminati.
If you think I'm evil, just wait till you meet my variants.
Another member of the team I think that we'll see is Loki.
Come on. What did you expect?
Tom Hiddleston is confirmed to appear in this movie, but we still don't know if he's going to play variant Loki or a variant of Loki. I think it would be pretty cool if the Loki in this movie is worthy of Thor's hammer, and he's actually a hero in this universe.
What?
Funny thing is that Tom Hiddleston originally did audition to be Thor. We also need to address Christine Palmer, because this Christine appears to be different from this one. Based on footage in a TV spot, this is a variant of Christine, and she's working with the Illuminati. She might be a member of the Council or a type of scientist or multiverse surgeon or something. Multiverse surgeon. I'm not sure how I came up with that, but it sounds like something I would like to see. Also, she and Defender Strange were probably an item. This would explain why she ends up helping Steven, because Defender Strange comes back to life as a zombie demon, and since she loves him, she will try to save him or stop him herself. So this is about 6 or 7 potential members for the Illuminati. Now let's talk about how the Illuminati fit into this movie's story. The events of Spider-Man No Way Home are most likely the inciting incident that will cause the Multiverse of Madness. The failed spell almost broke reality apart, and while the spell was undone, its effects on the universe are not going to be so easily fixed.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
The fabric of reality is collapsing, and beings from other universes are attacking Earth. This is why Steven seeks help from Wanda, as their powers combined might fix the damage to the universe. But because Wanda's been using the Darkhold, she might have been corrupted by it. I also believe that this being is connected to the Darkhold, possibly being the physical manifestation of the dark magic inside the Darkhold itself. So this might be Chthon, the being that created the Darkhold in the comics. Now Chthon is likely trying to take over the multiverse, and maybe Defender Strange traps him in some reality at the start of the movie, right before dying. Later in the movie, Chthon will resurrect Defender Strange and take over his body, which explains the zombie demon Strange. In the post-credits scene of WandaVision, Wanda hears her children crying for help. That's probably Chthon playing mind games with Wanda, and now she's gonna go on a rampage searching for her kids in other universes. This explains why she attacks the Illuminati's building, because they stand in her way of finding Billy and Tommy.
You break the rules and become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
It seems like she's targeting America Chavez, who has the ability to travel throughout the multiverse at will. This is all part of Chthon's plan to unleash the Scarlet Witch on the multiverse to achieve his own evil ends, which might be taking over Wanda's body or stealing her chaos magic for his own.
Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
This means that the Illuminati are not actually the bad guys. I think they will definitely be adversaries to Doctor Strange, but it will be in more of a clash of perspectives. Strange will try to help Wanda, while the Illuminati will seek to kill her because she's one of the biggest threats to the multiverse. In the end, I do believe that Strange will understand that the multiverse is at serious risk and a collapse is inevitable. So, he might assemble his own multiversal team, or even become the new leader of the Illuminati. But what do you think about all this, and who do you think will be part of the MCU's Illuminati? Let me know your wish list down in the comments below, or at me on Twitter. And if it's your first time here, be sure to subscribe and smash that bell. For Screen Crush, I'm Ryan Airy.